friends, it's Tracey from Nova Scotia Living. I'm sitting on a hill, so this is really kind of, yeah, quite something. I'm at a graveyard that's really close to our home. I've got to get a little closer. I'm sitting on this little reusable bag. Well, the ground isn't too wet, but I thought I would do that fall tag with you guys. I got my son's flannel on. I brought a thermos of tea, and I'm actually in this cemetery. I'm paying respects to the people that were here. It's a very old cemetery, and almost looks forgotten sometimes. The tombstones or the gravestones are very, very weathered. They're like from the 1800s. But I thought this would be a good place to come and do a tag and have a cup of tea. And if there is presence here, they might want to have a cup of tea with us. As simple as it is. I'm not coming here to be disrespectful to anybody or any of the families or anything like that. But I was tagged in this video with from the Jones family vlogs. I'll make sure I put their link down below. And I thought, well, yeah, I've already filmed a bit today, but this will be a separate video. But I wrote down the questions. There's 15 questions. So I thought I'd go over it. I read them, but I didn't really try to think about what my answers would be, so they'd be a little more spontaneous. Oh. I just heated up that blue tea kettle on my wood stove. We got the fire pumping today because it's chilly. That's why I got, oh, you can see the steam coming out. It's been steeping in here for a little bit. Oh, I should show you the teacup I brought. I don't think I brought her out to dance before because she was covered in cobwebs and dust. I gave her a good polish, but she's beautiful, beautiful, good for a day like today. I don't know what kind of flower that is, but very pretty. Ooh, you guys are tipping. Just a minute, guys. I gotta get you situated. I'm hoping that you can hear me. This might be a big flop. There you go. Might be a big flop. There's the back side of her. She is all washed. You see there's gold trim up on the top, and she has a little slipper down on the bottom. And, well, you see on this side of the handle, there's no gold, but there's gold right there and right there. So she's quite styling and profiling, really. Here's her little saucer. Nice, and it's bone china royal veil made in England, product of Ridgeway Potteries Limited. I just had a teacup chat with you guys yesterday, actually, is when I posted it, which would have been October 4th. Today's Saturday, and October 5th. And anyways, it was from the same company. But anyways, I'm going to pour this tea in here and we're going to get cracking. Ooh, that's going to be good because it's chilly. I thought I'd just wear like a little sweater, but I'm like, no, I'm wearing my son's nice warm wood lugging kind of thing. But it's a beautiful day here. It's cold. It's cool. It's not freezing or anything, but it's cool. And we'll have a cup of tea and just talk about fall a little bit. Oh, that seems extra hot. That's good. All right. So we'll start with these questions. There's 15 of them. I should have did a little research now that I think about it, but first question is, what's my favorite Halloween movie? These questions were really quite hard for me, really, because there's so much stuff. It's really, really, really difficult for me to pick a favorite Halloween movie, so I found a loophole, and what I'm going to do is, there's a movie Halloween series, Halloween, you know, with Michael Myers, the guy with the mask, and not Jason, but you've seen reboots of it, or well, maybe you haven't, but in the recent years. But my favorite Halloween movie, I think there's 7 or 8 movies, but I think it's Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. And it's funny because I think that's the only Halloween movie in that series that does not have Michael Myers in it. It's a bizarre movie. It's really quite yeah, interesting. It's cheesy, it's old, but I really like it. I do. So, with the whole giant gamut of wonderful Halloween movies out, from the kids' cartoons, which I love, to the really scary movies that I love, to the festive fall movies that I love, this is my loophole. So my favorite of the Halloween movies is part 3, I believe. If it's wrong, I'll correct it down below. But yeah, so the next question is apple pie or pumpkin pie? Now the funny thing is I don't really eat either. I'm not a big apple pie person or a pumpkin pie person. I like lemon meringue pie as my favorite pie. So if I had to pick, I suppose I would say apple pie, just because I can. The texture of pumpkin pie just gets to me. It's the texture that gets to me. So I'll say apple, but scratch all that and it's lemon meringue. Oh, that's good. The next one is Halloween party or haunted places. This is a hard one too. I'm going to say that a lot in this video. Halloween parties are awesome. They're the bomb. They really are. People are festive and happy and jolly, and big people can be little kids, and there's no questions asked about it. So it's a wonderful place to be. Haunted places, I don't go to haunted places as a festive thing. I'll go to abandoned places or beautiful old graveyards just to pay my respects and feel the energy. I feel like places like this get lonely sometimes and they just want visitors. And no, I'm not talking about ghosts or anything like that. It's just a place like this is part of who we are today. And if there is such a thing as ghosts or anything, I wouldn't shy away from them, because they're obviously here for a reason. It might be lonely. You see movies and stuff and you think, oh, they're all bad or they're out to get you. No, I don't believe that at all. But so if I had to pick, I would say a Halloween party, just because it's a happy, joyous, fun-filled, festive time. It is. But I do enjoy haunted places. Store-bought or pumpkin patch pumpkins? Well, we used to go to a pumpkin patch when Medea and Marquise were small and Mally was a baby. There was this beautiful couple that had a giant pumpkin patch on this dirt road or whatever. They didn't do it commercially or anything like that, but they invited us to come and pick pumpkins. And I have a few pictures. I'm going to post a few pictures in this video. And that was really fun because it was a whole field of pumpkins and they just grew them. And it was a lot of fun. So I would always say pumpkin patch, but there's not really a lot of pumpkin patches around here that I know of. So what we do now, my mother-in-law grows pumpkins the past few years, and we always get a pumpkin from her. If we don't do that, because maybe she didn't grow them or we didn't get them, there's houses all along the road that sell pumpkins and vegetables. Just on the side of the road, there's a cash box. You can just stop and pick out a pumpkin for $2 or $3, throw them in your trunk, and off you go. So if I had to pick, I would say pumpkin patch, but that I haven't done that in years. My favorite fall scent. Well, besides the cinnamony, fall-y smell, my favorite, well, this is probably more so than the cinnamon smell. My favorite smell is when it starts to turn fall and you go outside of your house in the early morning and you can smell fall in the air. You can smell the wood fire smoke from chimneys, either from my own house or other people's houses. There's a distinct smell in the air. It's cooler. It's and then you get that warm wood stove, the first few fires of the season smell in the air, and it's chilly out. There might be a little frost, and it just all ties together. It really does. I love that smell. That's my favorite fall smell. It automatically triggers, oh, it's fall. Yes, it's fall. There's a road right there, so you might hear cars going up and down the hill. My favorite fall drink. I don't really have one besides tea, so that's simple, I guess. So I drink water and tea, so I'm gonna say tea, a nice hot cup of tea. This is a super hard one. Halloween or Thanksgiving? Well, I love them both. I wrap them both up into one, so I can't really say one over the other. Halloween is a magical time, it really is. Thanksgiving is a warm time, but since we celebrate both in Canada in the same month, my Thanksgiving tables are decorated with Halloween things. Um, and Halloween spirit. Thanksgiving is like focused on family and fun and food and everything. I love I love them both. I have to skip that one in the sense of picking one. I can't. I really can't. I love the whole build up to the big Thanksgiving. I want you guys to blow away. And the celebrating and things like that. I love the whole traditions of Halloween and the magic and the wonder and everything that goes with that too. So, ooh, it's windy. It's windy. I'll wait till this gust goes so you can hear me. Uh, oh, the trees are singing to us. They really are. My favorite pumpkin-based food. I don't really eat pumpkin a whole lot. One thing I can say, I love roasted pumpkin seeds. Mom used to do it when we were little. I do it sometimes with the kids. After you hollow out pumpkins, you kind of clear off the seeds a bit. And roast them in the oven with a bit of oil and put a little salt on it. Delicious, delicious. So that's my answer. I love roasted pumpkin seeds. People can't see me. I'm down the hill, kind of behind a tree, but this graveyard is positioned so much you can't really even see what's behind the fence except for the first few tombstones when you walk in. That's about it. The big sign, old sign they have out in front of it. All right. Corn maze or haunted hayride? I haven't done either one. I know there's a corn maze up the valley, and I'm thinking I might try to take the kids to that if I can. I think both would be fun. The kids have gone to that with their aunt, my husband's sister. She's taken them to a corn maze before. But I personally have not been to one. If I went to one, I'd want to watch Children of the Corn before I did. I think that would be kind of cool. And a haunted corn maze at nighttime. That would be awesome. A haunted hayride would be neat. I think I would make a whole event out of that. So I guess I would say haunted hayride, but a corn maze would be fun too. My favorite Halloween candy, besides the chocolate, because I love chocolate, it's called Rockets here. And I looked it up. I think in the USA, you guys call them Smarties. at least what the pictures were saying. Here in Canada, we call them rockets. I'll put a picture of them here. But I love rockets. I know they're not just Halloween candy, but you get a lot of those at Halloween. Love them. Love them. Favorite memory. Well, if I need to say a favorite memory for myself, because I have a lot of favorite memories with my kids. But for myself, when I was little, it would be Halloween night, like trick-or-treating, and coming home and dumping out all the candy on the living room floor at Dad's house, Mom and Dad's house. And it was me and my older sister Carrie and my younger brother Josh, and we'd all dump out our pillowcases and sort our candy, and it would just be so exciting and fun. You'd trade and you'd pack it back up, and then you dump it back out and pack it back up and dump it back out, and it would just be, put the chips in one pile, chocolate in another, candy kisses in another, which I don't like candy kisses, but you try to trade those off for whoever would want them. It was a magical time. Another kind of, I know I'm only supposed to name one, but my birthday is the day before Halloween, October 30th. And when I was growing up, we'd always have Halloween birthday parties, or Mom would always have those for us. So instead of pinning the tail on the donkey, it would be pin Dracula's teeth on Dracula, and she'd have it on one of the doors downstairs, and it would always be a costume party. We used to bob for apples, which kids don't bob for apples anymore, and just do different things like that. It was funny. I found some old pictures of that too. I'll put here. Thinking a couple of them. I was dressed as Sheena, Queen of the Jungle. I used to love that movie as I was a kid. I thought she was so pretty. It's a silly movie now, but I was supposed to be Sheena, Queen of the Jungle. But yeah, so the living room thing with the candy, I do with my children. We always go into Dad's for Halloween, have supper, and then go trick-or-treating in town because it's easier to do it there. And then my kids come back and do the same thing I did as a child. So it's kind of special to me. It really is. And I think Dad likes that too, to be honest. Um, Favorite Thanksgiving food? Ooh, that's a hard one. I need to get some more tea. That didn't last long at all. Ooh, just about out. Almost done with questions though. I really hope that the wind isn't too loud. Alright, my favorite Thanksgiving food, I would have to say, is the potato dressing that Mom used to make, and I make now. It's a dressing made straight up of potatoes and poultry seasoning, a bit of salt and pepper, and fried up sausage with the grease, and it's delicious. Add gravy on top of that, and yeah, you could eat just a whole plate of that. I know a lot of you guys said that you've never heard of potato dressing before, but that's what I grew up on. I do make cornbread dressing now, but I never had that until I made it myself. I've never had that. But yeah, potato dressing and gravy. My nose is turning red, but it is chilly. Sweaters or scarves? I would say sweaters. I do like to wear scarves, but sweaters I wear more often, so sweaters. The uglier the better. Socks or slippers? In the winter I wear socks for the most part, but I'm going to say slippers. I like to have something on my feet, and it adds a little more support for my feet. I have issues with my feet, so yeah, I'm going to say slippers. And fall traditions. Well, I kind of went over those. One of the traditions is always going to Dad's house, or when I grew up, we would always have supper and go trick-or-treating and coming back and drop stuff on the floor. That's a tradition for my children because it's a trip into town. It's a whole day of doing Halloween stuff, and that's a big tradition. Another tradition, let me think. Well, it all ties in for the whole month. We decorate for Halloween. It's not a big fancy decoration thing. But the kids always look forward to that. They always enjoy helping with that, and having the black spider in the bathroom. They always get a kick out of that. And that's kind of a tradition, because I know some people don't decorate for Halloween, and that's perfectly okay, but we do. And I think I'll decorate until the end of my days. I don't know, but yeah. Yeah, we like to carve pumpkins. Some years the time gets away with us and we haven't done it, but sometimes we do. Yeah, I can't think of anything else. I'll probably think of some, but I can't think of any more. But yeah, that's the tag video. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me and everyone here. And yeah, I'm supposed to tag 3 people. I don't know who to tag. I'm just going to put it out there for anybody that wants to tag, or if you want to put any of your answers down below in the comments, let me know. I'd love to hear them. I really would. I really would. I thought it was neat. So, yeah, I guess I'll say peace, love, and happiness today and every single day. Please like, share, and subscribe if you so choose, but if not, that's okay too. I still love ya. I still want all the happiness in the world for each and every one of you out there. I certainly do. I really, really, truly do. Yes, I do. So, all right, guys. Well, that's it for this video, so I'm going to say have a good night and have a good morning, and I will see you tomorrow. And happy fall, y'all. Love ya. Bye. Oh, boink.